In! And out. Portsmouth field gun crew! Ho! Steady double! March!
Bring it in! Bring it in, John!
Bring it away! Bring it up! Bring it back! Bring it up! Copy!
Come on, everything go!
Copy!
It's a tightly choreographed orgy of aggression, violence, and inhuman strength. 18 men working as one, a well-oiled machine involving over 1,000 carefully rehearsed drills with split-second timing. The gun alone weighs as much as a car. It takes 3 months of intense training to learn how to make this look easy. Mistakes are measured in blood.
Down,
Portsmouth A Crew's team captain is Nasty Neil Jones.
It must make you a better person because there's self-discipline you have to instill into yourself. This is the ultimate. It's the best leadership course in the Navy. You can't do any more than this.
Another field gun veteran is Kerry Packer.
Without, sounding arrogant in that, you've got to have something special inside yourself to be able to pick yourself up and go again and again and again for an 8-9 week season.
The men have just one purpose in life: to win the Royal Tournament. But nor is losing an option for their arch rivals, the Fleet Air Arm and Devonport. The sense of rivalry is so intense they even trade nicknames.
The Oggies, because they eat lots of pasties and they're fat.
That's the Devonport?
That's the Devonport lot, yeah. And the Waffles are wet and flipping useless.
And that's the Fleet Air Arm?
That's the Fleet Air Arm, yeah.
And they call them the Pompey Faggots.
Hey! Down!
Barry Homer is the #2 trainer for the B Crew. They're the spare parts for the A Crew. Portsmouth's motto: to the limit and beyond. Literally.
You're just keeping out of the way of 9, basically.
There's a modicum of pain that you have to go through. I mean, nobody carries 120 pound on the shoulders and doesn't feel any pain. Doesn't matter how big, strong, fast, athletic they are, they're going to feel pain. I've known guys run with breakages and amputations, and then they've been back on the track in a fortnight. It really is self-motivating. It gets in your blood and it, that's the way you react to it.
It takes 9 months before each man is physically strong enough and mentally prepared for the field gun. They do several runs a day. Each begins with a workout and a chant against their arch enemies, the Waffus and the Oggies.
It's part of a long tradition that the Navy should be flexible and able to fight on land as much as at sea. For example, Nelson lost his eye fighting ashore in a campaign where he just dragged the guns with his sailors over very heavy terrain. And of course it came to its height in the Victorian period, when the Navy was used very much to help the army in campaigns all over the world, and often that help was given by fighting ashore with guns. The great and famous occasion was, of course, the siege of Ladysmith in 1899 during the Boer War, when the guns were dragged into Ladysmith at the last minute and saved the day by the sailors.
By 1913, it had become part of the Royal Tournament, celebrating the qualities of the men who built the world's greatest empire. Preparations for the last run continue. They'll spend the next 2 weeks living in improvised barracks. And the Royal Tournament is also being scrapped. The reason for both decisions is manpower.
Real surprise, was it? They made up their minds. Come out with all the looks that they normally come up with when they make a decision like that. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Well, I think the Navy's going to suffer a lot because of it. The calibre of men you're going to recruit, I think, is already taking a dive because of the way society's gone. They're weaker, smaller, less motivated people than they were, like us. And unfortunately, that's going to reflect in the Navy.
Last week, old field gunners came from around the world for a special parade. It was organised at the request of the Queen. 8 bells were sounded. Aboard a ship, that means the end of the watch.
Right, solidarity now, isn't it? The final chapter. Go out and enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it, fucking enjoy it. Happy, lads?
Yes, sir!
Let's fucking go then.
For the very last run, all the field gunners donned black armbands. They were disobeying strict orders. At the end of the race, hundreds of field gunners poured into the arena. And in front of the royal box, they unfurled banners. It was an act of mass disobedience, and the crowd loved it.
Well, as I said before, if courage, stamina, leadership are the wrong image, then I'm obviously in the wrong job.